Hi guys, thanks so much for coming to my channel. Please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. So I know some of you who are first getting into houseplants, it's not very self-explanatory when it comes to light and where to put your plants when you bring them home from the nursery, or you know, what type of light they need to get, etc. So I'm just gonna make this video just briefly covering the basics of light, how to find out what type of exposure you have in your space, and I'm gonna show you some examples in my own space of kind of why I place the plants where I place them and how they're doing there, and etc. So the first things first is you're gonna wanna find out what direction of windows you have to find out what type of exposure you're getting from the sun in your space. So I would recommend, if you have an iPhone, or you could find an app in the App Store of a compass app, then just walk around your house, go to your main windows where you're thinking about putting your plants, and just find out what direction facing windows those are, just so you know how much exposure to light you're getting.
What is bright light? Bright light is just direct sunlight. This comes from your south or southwest facing windows, also your east or west facing windows up to 10 feet away. Medium light is partial, filtered, or indirect sunlight. Partial sunlight is direct sunlight during the day for a couple of hours in the morning or late afternoon from east or west facing windows. Filtered sunlight is direct sunlight in your space all day, but it is filtered. Indirect sunlight is a shady area next to a sunny spot. Low light is minimal natural light or artificial light. This is your north-facing windows, or an area where there is not enough light but plenty of fluorescent light throughout the day. Also a room where the sunlight is blocked by a building nearby. Just remember that intense direct sun can burn your plants. If you're worried that this is going to happen, just filter the light or place your plants further away from the window into a shadier spot.
So let's talk about this fiddly fig here. I have it about, I would say, 9 feet away from a south-facing window. If it was closer to the window, it would grow a lot faster and put out some more new growth. It's been a while he's been in this spot and he's acclimated pretty well, I feel like. So here's an example of our northern facing window. These plants can tolerate lower light just fine. They actually prefer, like calatheas, they prefer more shady areas, and just some morning light is just enough for them. I have this prayer plant here, and normally prayer plants don't like direct light, and if you put it in a southern exposed window, they're not going to be very happy with that, and they're going to have some crispy leaves, I would bet. So like I said, if you want to put a plant close to a window, just make sure you have the window clings or curtains or something that's going to protect it from that harsh afternoon light. My begonias, I have them really close to the window because they require a lot more light. So one thing I can recommend is if you are getting too much light, but you still maybe want your plants to be close to the windows, what you can do is you can actually get some window clings, or you can get some curtains or something like that to kind of cover the light that's coming in. It's been a really great solution for me in my space because I get way too much light coming in the afternoon, and I didn't want to burn the leaves of more sensitive foliage plants. Like I have some calatheas in the back of me, and they do just fine with this window cling. So let me just show you real quick. These are the window clings I was talking about. They are so amazing. I love them, and they bring in like this beautiful rainbow light, especially in the afternoon time, that I'm just in love with, and it's so pretty on the foliage to see that rainbow stuff. My plants love them. They have no problem with them. As you can see here, I also have my succulents, and they are in that filtered light, and they're doing great. Also, cuttings and propagations are loving this spot as well. So if you like those window clings, I'll put the link in the description below, and you can buy some yourself off of Amazon. I really highly recommend it if you have the type of light that I'm talking about that I have.
So I wanted to make you guys this little guide I'm gonna throw in some plants where they would go, or where I think it's wisest to put them in this space. So first I'm gonna start with direct light, the windows to the west. So here you would want to put all your cactuses and succulents. Also more cactus and succulents. We have like a string of pearls, I believe hawthornia, a couple others. And then any herbs need direct sun indoors, so I've put a little basil plant right there in the direct sun. Okay, next we're gonna go to the bright indirect light around the room. This is where you could put your Monstera deliciosa, your fiddle leaf fig tree, your rubber plant or Ficus elastica, also Dracaena, and I put a little lickety split philodendron in there. Next is the medium light in the room. This is where I would put your heartleaf philodendrons, any type of pothos. Also, your little calathea collection can go right here because they like medium light. And then low light plants is I'm just gonna put ZZ plant and snake plant. Okay guys, so if you still are unsure what type of light you have, no need to worry. There's one test that you can do. So the sun is strongest and brightest around noon. So around that hour, you want to go stand in the spot where you want your plant to live and then look down at your shadow. If it's a strong, well-defined shadow, then that's bright light. If you have a weak shadow but you can still make out the silhouette, you're working with medium to low light. And then no definition or shadow at all is going to be low light.
So there you have it, guys. If you had any questions or wanted to ask about a specific plant, I was gonna do care videos for specific plants in the future, but if you wanted to ask, go ahead and just comment down below. Also hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content. Thanks for watching.
My begonias.